In the words of Blur in 1994, bank holidays come 6 times a year, days of enjoyment to which everyone cheers. Well, to add to this year's cheers of enjoyment of August bank holiday, here's Monday Matters, right here on Gary's Stuff. Hi there, I'm Gary. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. Today, indeed, is Monday Matters. Now, as usual, I'll be having a look at some of the things that have caught my eye in News of the Week. I'll be catching you up to date what I've been up to on my bench. And, of course, I'll be introducing this week's featured kit of the week. All these bits come as chapters, so you can hop backwards and forwards as your heart desires. Now, if you like the show, and I hope you do remember you can subscribe to the channel. That's free of charge, and if you subscribe, make sure you also hit the bell, and then you'll be notified of all my future content as it is published. And of course, anything you see anywhere on my channel that you like, please do give it the old imperial thumbs up on the like button below, because every like counts. Other ways to support the channel are listed in the information box below. Okay, so before we get on to the news of the week, there's a few things I really want to talk about. There's a couple of things about charities and there's something about the live streams. First of all, however, I did want to shout out to Matthew Bradbury Ogden. Now, Matthew, you won the raffle for the Tamiya Mosquito kit in a box signed by George Dunn, DFC and Legend d'Honneur. I've tried contacting you through the email that was on the Raffle website and it just gets sent back. So either check your spam box in case it's filtered out my messages because it comes from a .com, or send me a message on this email here, stuff@GarySEvans.com. I will then tell you how to get hold of your prize. Basically, you just have to accept it online, and then I can send it off to you. The money can come in and the money can go to Models for Heroes. Everyone's a winner, but you do need to get in touch with me and I'll talk you through the process. Okay, so Matthew Bradbury Ogden, very, very well done. Please get in touch as soon as you can. Secondly, it's a shout out for a charity. Now, a supporter of the channel here, a guy called Rob Nolan, has sent me quite a lot of bits and pieces over the years. He recently heard me saying that I'd really like to make a Scorpion tank, and he had one, an AFE club one, and he said, I'll send it over to you. I thought that's very kind of you. Let me know how much it is. I'll ping that over to you. And he said, no, don't send me the money. Send it to this JustGiving page. Now, the JustGiving page is the daughter of Jamie Hago. Now, Jamie runs the Scale Modelling Cafe site. Do have a look at his channel. Really interesting channel. The guy really knows his stuff. So have a look at that. But his daughter has a JustGiving page, and it's raising funds for a charity called Whizz Kidz. Now, this is a charity that supports children and young adults who are wheelchair users and also supports their families and enables them to do all sorts of things. It's a brilliant charity. I went over to there, gave what I would have given Rob for the kit to the charity instead. Everyone's a winner. So Jamie Hago, go see his channel primarily. Link to the JustGiving page is in the information box below. Do check it out. I think it's an amazing charity. And Rob Nolan, you're a gentleman, sir. Thank you very much. Then the other day, I was on the Friends of Models for Heroes Discord site, having a chat with the lads, as you do. And Malcolm was on there, who's the MD of Models for Heroes. And he said he just got this letter through the post, and it had a load of flying hours in it. And he said, I'll read you out the letter. And he read it out. I was really moved, actually. It seems that someone who watches my channel had heard me talk about Models for Heroes quite a lot, had looked them up a bit more, thought, wow, what a charity. Thought, well, I've got a few flying hours I'd like to send them. So I sent them in. 73 of them. 73 flying hours he sends in. Just like his to help some member of the armed forces or former member of the armed forces, former first responder, whoever. Someone who's done something for our country and is living with the consequences of it. If this helps, great. Send it to him. 73 flying hours. Malcolm can do a whole lot with that. Malcolm didn't share the name with me, and I'm glad he didn't, because it's not my place to share it with you either. But you know who you are, and what you've done is between you and Models of Heroes. But thank you so very much for doing it. You are making a lot of difference to a lot of good people from your generosity, and that's brilliant. That is so, so kind. And it just goes to show, you know what, YouTube, now and again, it can do some good things. So thank you very much. Finally, a quick chat about the live stream last week. I had an absolute blast, and I hope you all did too. It was hilarious. The guessing around the next mystery kit really got quite frantic because no one had guessed it for a little while. You had to put in 3 extra clues, and eventually Kercheval guessed it correctly. Instantly, it was the special hobby KI-43 in French service in 1/72 scale, the kit. So quite an obscure little kit, but it was guessed eventually. So Nick takes 3 points forward because he had to add 3 extra clues to the cryptic one that came with it. So 3-1 on the night for Nick. Next one will be coming up very soon. Incidentally, it was my best viewed live stream. It averaged 124 viewers on stream across the 2 hours. The average was 124 online at the same time. The peak was 159, so that's brilliant. Really, really cool. Such great fun. The next one will be on the 5th of September. Thursday, 5th of September, will be the first Thursday of the month. It will be an hour earlier than usual, be at 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. because I'm going to be in Albania at the time. Not leaving it alone though, still going to do live stream from Albania. And 7 till 9 is 8 till 10 in Albania time. If I did it 8 till 10 UK time, I'll be live streaming at 11 o'clock local, and you do not want me live streaming at 11 o'clock when I've had a day of food and wine and the odd glass of raki thrown in. It would be a disaster. So 7 till 9 British Summer Time. I'll remind you next week of those dates and times. I think it'd be hilarious. Anyway, that's all from me for today for the moment. Let's now check in with what's caught my eye in the news of the week. AIRFIX has announced the release of their 1/72 scale Gloucester Meteor, which can build either as an F Mark 8 or as an FR9. The box art is for an FR9 of 79 Squadron RAF. The alternate scheme is for an F8 of 77 Squadron Royal Australian Air Force. Presumably this will use the vast number of underwing rockets provided in last year's club kit of the FR9. Fine Moulds has a new 1/48 scale Zero coming up soon, both this Mitsubishi built midterm model or this Nakajima built model. Both kits come with full engines and a detailed cockpit, with the frames of the canopy as separate parts from the transparencies if you prefer. Ryfield Models has announced a new King Tiger in 1/35 scale and will be releasing a new Sherman M4A4 very soon, very much covering the mainstream bases here. Raptor Miniatures has this new set of 1/35 scale figures of the long-range Desert Group, the officer looking very much like Henry Cavill's character from the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Meanwhile, MINIART has this new set of German AFV personnel, also in 1/35 scale. First to Fight continues its look at the Eastern Front in 1939 with this horse-drawn 81mm mortar set in 1/72 scale. The set does include the horse. GECKO Models has a new kit of the Patrol Air Cushion Vehicle, or hovercraft, in 1/35 scale. They've got as far as some test shots of which they have shared images. Looks very detailed with some 3D printed resin and a full interior and photo etch accessories. SOVA-M has this new 1/72 scale kit of the Boomin' Beaver tug, used by the US Navy to deploy and maintain security booms. Despite its appearance, it does have 90 parts, paint mask, and a photo etch sheet. Trumpeter say they will soon be releasing a 350th scale kit of the USS Gerald R. Ford supercarrier. This will be an impressive 95 centimeters or 3 feet long when complete. And finally, if you fancy dipping your toe into wooden ship models, you might like this 1/64 scale kit of His Majesty's Cutter Sherborne from Vanguard Models. Plenty of laser cut and engraved wooden parts, 2 photo etched sheets, and all the rigging and blocks supplied. It will set you back about £149, but it makes a kit over half a metre long and is apparently firmly aimed at the novice builder. On my bench this week, I did the box review of the ICM B26 in 1/48 scale, the D-Day special package. So that's the B26 kit itself, plus the 5 aircrew and ground crew figures that have previously been sold separately. Comes together as a nice package. I think the B26 kit is absolutely brilliant. The figures are really nice. I've had a blast making them. Won't be long till you see the results of mine. There are 2 build videos already, but I'm pretty close to finishing the entire project now, so won't be long before you see that. I also did the box review of the featured kit of the week, the Hobbycraft 1/32 scale Sea Fury. It's a nice kit, but it looks like it's been upsized from something much smaller because the amount of detail really is not what you'd expect from 1/32. But I'm sure the bit of work it'll make a very, very nice kit of the Sea Fury as well. Just don't imagine it's going to be anything like the DBMK one, which will be coming out next year, because that I think will be absolutely next level. Also did a video trying to get in touch with our raffle winner. So Matthew, remember, get in touch with me, please. And of course, I did a video about the very sad closure of spruebox.co.uk as an online store. I know a lot of you, as a result, went and visited the store, and there's been some orders generated, and that's fantastic because James has worked like anything over the last 3 years to keep that going. He is keeping the inspiration box going, but that will be later in the year. He'll let me know how that's going to go forward, and I'll let you know as well, because I think that's one of the best ideas in modelling at the moment. Now, a few of you have commented on I've been doing very many builds of late, and you're absolutely right, I haven't. There has been far too many other things pressing for my time, not least of which handling the estate of my late father. But all of that is hopefully drawing to a close now, which means I'll have a bit more time on my hands to enable me to finish some builds. The A10 I'm pretty sure will be finished this week because it's actually just had a gloss coat put on. So some decals, bit of final assembly, and that will be ready to rock and roll later in the week. The B26 project, maybe next week, maybe the week after. I see what I can do. I definitely want to do it before I go away on holiday anyway. I am planning more builds in the future, and because that's what I enjoy doing most. I don't think my future is looking inside boxes. My future should be looking inside boxes and making what is inside them and sharing that with you. So I will be doing more builds. But as I say, that's when life has calmed down a little bit. There's every sign it will be soon. Anyway, I did make a little bit of time for one thing, and that, of course, was this week's featured kit of the week. Now, what I've done is I've decided it will be the Edward Messerschmitt BF109G in 1/48 scale. Oh no, you've just done that, you'll say. No, I did the 109F, and this one is a Profi pack. So this is very much the top end of the offering from Edward, and you'll be able to see the differences between the two. So that will be coming up very, very soon on the channel. I'm pretty sure I should have the A10 made sometime in the next few days, and so the video of that will be coming up. There will be other content as well making its way on the channel very soon. How will you know when all of this comes up? The best thing to do is to make sure you subscribe. It doesn't cost anything, and if you hit the bell, you'll get a notification of all my new content as it is published. And of course, anything you see on my channel you like, please remember, give it the old imperial thumbs up on that like button below, because every like counts. Well, that's it for another week. Hope you enjoy your bank holiday. Hope to see you again on the channel very soon. Take good care of yourselves now. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.